Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday and we're getting close to Christmas. So I'm doing a Christmas episode. Well, not really. I'm just wearing a Christmas suit. I'm going to tell you this. I put some weight on. That's better. Woo, I got to lose some weight. I'm making a resolution right now, the most boring one of all, but I have to lose some weight. Oh, my goodness. We did 106 days of cruising this year, and we haven't got as many next year. And I literally, we come back on January the 5th from the Sunshine, and then I got a couple of cruises early February, but then nothing till May. So next year early in the year is a good time to lose 20 pounds if I can. Oh my God, I need to. Woo! Big boy. Big boy. I bought some extenders for my belts. Should be a tip. Anyways, tips. And I've got some tips from Kathy, aka Pineapple Molly. But I know, Molly, you wanted me to wear a pineapple suit, but it's Christmas-ish, and I wanted to wear this. Ho ho, and I got the hat. Ho 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 hat. So sorry. You missed out the Christmas. We don't really celebrate Christmas, but we've been on a Christmas cruise. I tell ya, it was funny. We were on the Carnival Radiance on a Christmas cruise. I'm growing my beard out so I can convince myself I'm Santa Claus, especially with the grey hair. Soon as Christmas is over, I'm shaving it off again. But yeah, we're growing it out for my Christmas. We're going. I'll have already been on it when I show you this video, but we just got back, even though we haven't gone yet, of ABC Cruise on Horizon. 8 days. So we are back, everybody. Hi. I haven't left yet. Not leaving for another couple of weeks, but I got some episodes in between. Anyway, yeah. So we went on a Radiance, and Julie likes Christmas carols. I don't really care for that, but I'll being the nice husband I am, I said, all right, I'll go. So we put our ugly sweaters on. We went up there, and I kid you not. I wish I was lying about this, but I am not. There was probably 100 people up there, all in Christmas sweaters, as we were instructed to do for the Christmas Carol concert. They played All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, and then went into the damn Cupid Shuffle. Leave that one there. Whew. Anyway, Molly's tip. She's got 3. I haven't read them, but I can see there's 3 because there's 3 paragraphs. Hello, Mick. My tips/traditions prior to leaving on a cruise. Brackets, this only applies to the folks who like to eat somewhat healthy by doing their own cooking and who still clean their own house without the assistance of a housekeeper. Oh, the intrigue, Kathy, the intrigue. I've got a housekeeper. Her name's Julie. She don't watch these videos, so I get away with that. Do their own cooking. I don't do my own cooking. I got somebody who does it for me. Her name's Julie. If only she watched these. She never does. Sometimes she'll say, oh, I left them on in the background just so I can get you minutes. I'm like, that's a bit cheap. But, you could at least watch them. But no, she never watches. So I can say whatever I want. Don't go telling her now. All right, number 1. Do some batch cooking prior to leaving on your cruise. If you're like me, you probably won't feel like cooking for a day or 2 after returning home. I prefer to batch cook a couple of meals, freeze them, I think you meant. That's the first little pick. I like to be picky. Freeze them, and there it is, ready to heat up when I don't want to cook. This saves a lot of time and money. No need to order Uber Eats, DoorDash, etc., or go out to a restaurant and spend money when you can do the cooking yourself. Some examples of family meals that are easy to batch cook ahead and freeze are spaghetti, lasagna, enchiladas, shepherd's pie, chili, beef stew, etc. Just add the appropriate veggie and or starch with it, and your family has a complete meal. I trust when you mention shepherd's pie, you know that that's lamb. A lot of Americans don't know that. Cottage pie, beef. Shepherd's pie, lamb. Very big. Make sure you know that. I don't like enchiladas myself, but a lot of people love them. But yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly fine idea. You got to wait for it to defrost if you're hungry when you get home. I mean, we just drove home from Miami the other day, 4.5 hours. That's quite a drive, or a flight would be about the same. And then you get home and you got to defrost the damn thing. Well, I guess you can defrost in a microwave. But yeah, we normally just stop and grab a pub sub. If you know, you know, on the way home. We always get the special, no matter what it is, and we have half each. Cheap. But if you're not lucky enough to have a pub sub, or like if you're from the West Coast, In and Out, of course. It's what a hamburger's all about, isn't it? We moved in 2022 back from San Diego to here, to St. Pete, Florida. And I will tell you this, the state of fast food here is atrocious compared to there. A lot of things are great about Florida. Fast food is not one of them. I remember when I was here, I lived here when I first moved to America. I moved to America, believe it or not, in 1993. So I've been here a long time, 31 years. When we first moved here, Checkers was the place, right? I think up north they call it Rallies. But Checkers, and it used to be great. The fries were great. The burgers were great. Now it is goddamn awful. I don't know what they did. It's terrible. Burger King, McDonald's, there's no real variation. There's not much choice here. In San Diego, we had In and Out, which is all anybody ever needs. I don't care. I know it's biased. I know. I always go on about saying I shouldn't tell you what's best and what's worst, but I am here because In and Out is the best. And if you disagree, to quote Anchorman, I will fight you. I won't fight you. And 24-hour Mexican. We would DJ a wedding, or Julia would do a coordination for a wedding. And if the food was terrible, we knew we were getting a burrito on the way home. I pick her up from the airport at 11 o'clock here. The only place open is Waffle House. And that's not in the best area, not going to lie. And a little bit scary going in there at midnight. So yes, I'm digressing. I'm taking away from you here, Kathy. I'm sorry, but it had to be said. And if you don't like In and Out, I want to know why. I know if it's a valid argument, I'll give it to you. I see how anybody can say any burger place is better than In and Out. And that's one thing I preach never to do. But I'm very passionate about that. It's just my opinion. I'm ready to be wrong, but it won't change. Whatever you say, it won't change my idea. But you're entitled to yours. As I always like to say, it's a matter of opinion. It's not your fault. Yours is the wrong one. Number 2, I enjoy coming home to a spotless house, so I make sure I leave for any vacation with my house sparkling clean. Prior to vacation, I clean everything possible, just short of a spring cleaning. I wash all laundry and run the dishwasher, even if it's not a full load, for either the dishwasher or the washing machine. Laundry is folded and put away, and clean dishes are put away. You sound like Julie. Now, unfortunately, this didn't actually happen, but after this cruise on Virgin we just did, our friend Owen Stephen, a solo guitarist who's now a fleet music manager, goes around all the different ships and not inspecting, but, checking up on everybody, making sure everything's ticky-tock and running smoothly and everything. And he was in Miami and he was going on the Paradise actually tomorrow. As I record this, it's the 20th. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? Maybe it's today. No, today he's getting on the Paradise. It's the 25th of November as I record this. That gives you an idea how far in advance I record, because this ain't going out for at least 3 weeks. So he's going in there. So he was going to come back with us from Miami, stay with us for a few days before he got on the Paradise. But unfortunately, the entertainment manager on Sunrise in Miami got family emergency, had to go home. So Owen had to go on there. And from there, he was driving up to Paradise and getting straight on. So sadly, he didn't get to stay with us. But you would have thought the Queen was coming, the way Julie cleaned. Talk about spotless, white glove treatment. That's all I'm saying. Ridiculous. And something else I read recently about the dishwasher is that, cruising dishwasher? Run it, it's still less water with a third full dishwasher than there is doing it in the sink. Who knew? Laundry is folded and put away. Here's the thing. Apparently, I don't know how to fold clothes. Apparently, I don't know how to do anything. Consequently, I don't do anything. What did you say at the beginning? Oh, yeah, I've got somebody for that. Her name is Julie. Ha ha! But yeah, I mean, if you have the time to do that, hopefully you're not a late packer and you're rushing to get packed the night before you go, you know. But yeah, the royal we, Julie, make sure the house is spotless before we go. And heaven forbid anybody's coming to visit. Number 3, if you have cats and a pet sitter coming to your house to care for the pets, request that on their last day they do a quick sweep or vacuum any hard surface floors. There is nothing worse than coming home to a clean house and little bits of kitty litter on the wood floors. If you have cats, you know what I'm talking about. I do. I give the pet sitter a little extra to sweep on the last day, and I don't expect a perfect job with the sweeping. My cat, Molly, loves to shake her paws on my wooden floors, oh, isn't that a rhyme, to get out all the kitty litter between her toes. I mean, yeah. I would play the devil's advocate and say that I could walk in the house and see the mess because we got a hardwood floor and sweep it up in about 30 seconds and not have to pay anybody any extra. But if that's what you want to do, that is what you want to do. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I'm giving alternatives. Because we have people that come in and check on the cats. They'll come in at least every other day, just feed them, clean out the litter and stuff like that. I'll give you another one on top of that. If you have cats like that, side note to what Kathy's saying, we actually also leave a credit card on the side because it's relatives and close friends that come and check on the cats, so we're not worried. With a letter for the vet. So if anything happens to the cats while we're gone, with a $2,000 max, I ain't stupid. Well, I was once, but never again. And then they can use that card to cover any emergency expenses. It's true. And even on top of that, do you let people watching your house or while you're gone, do you let them know how to get in touch with you in an emergency? You know, do you give them Carnival's number for emergencies? Do you know what cabin? Do they know what cabin you're in? Or what ship you're in and what the sail date was? Leave those 4 pieces of information with a close family friend every time you cruise. Or a relative. Ship sailing date, cabin number, and the emergency number to call in case of emergency. Ask yourself. It's kind of like saying, when does your driver's license expire? Most people don't know. I've said that before. You probably don't know. Some will. Others, no idea. Do you know? Yeah, you're checking now, aren't you? Yeah, you don't know. First thing you'll know is when you get a letter, hopefully telling you to renew it. And make sure it's a real ID by May this year. Otherwise, it's going to cause you a lot of problems. All the extra tips I'm giving you today. Kathy's making me think. All right, that was it. All right, there you go. Thanks, Kathy. They're like pre-cruise tips. Something different. Although we do number 2, I have a real problem with Uber Eats and DoorDash. I forgot to say that because it ends up costing you double. It's ridiculous what they charge. Ridiculous. I will never do that. It's absolutely insane what they charge for those things. Go and get it myself. Never use them. And the cats in the pit, yeah, it's all good. Send me more, Kathy. Send me more. And with that, send me yours. You know, I got to keep this tips thing going. I can't make them all up myself. So sometimes I get inspired when I see others. But, you know, I can only so many I can do. And it doesn't matter what cruise line. Hasn't got to be Carnival. Hasn't got to be Celebrity, Royal, Virgin, Norwegian. Any cruise line. You can mix them up. Give me one of each. Give me your cruising traditions. But send them to me. My email is coming up at the end of this video. And bear in mind, as you saw, I do not read them in advance. I read them live and react. All I really picked up today was 1, freeze it instead of freeze them. And that was it. And, you know, I think a little bit bougie paying somebody to sweep up the cat litter, but that's just me. If that's what you want to do, Kathy, then that is what you do. And with that, I'll see you later, Cruising World. Merry Christmas. Even though it's November the 25th right now. I haven't even had Thanksgiving, but this is not coming out till then. See you later. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.